What is going on, guys? This is KOJOFOREX, aka GBP Legend, aka Sniper Trader, aka King of Blues. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, right? As you can already observe, I'm kind of outdoor, right? What I plan to do today is I'm going to take you guys through my daily gymming routine, right? How I work out my body before I sit by the chart, right? Now, most people think that as a trader, all that is important is just getting the knowledge and then being able to sit by the chart 247 and then making money. But to tell you the truth, if you prioritize making money and then you don't prioritize your health, you might as well end up making all the money and then reinvesting all of it back into your health, because you're going to be sitting down having backache, headaches, body pain, and then you would have to go to the hospital for massage therapy, for spinal cord check-ins and stuff like that. So as a trader, one of the very most important things that you must prioritize early on in your career is your health. And then with your health, then that means that you have to take your workout routine very seriously. Now, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't say necessarily that when I started trading off the hook I started gymming, right? Because obviously I didn't have the money to pay for gym membership and all that. Nonetheless, I had a few metals at home where I used to work out myself, right? I bought a few dumbbells at home that I'll do literally daily home workout routine. And then I used to, like, you know, do press ups at home, like sit-ups and all those basic home setups that you can do, right? Then obviously as time went on and I had the money, then obviously I could afford to register for a gym. Now my daily routine is all about coming to the gym very early on in the morning before I go back home to sit by the chart, or sit by the chart, walk through the landing session, and then literally head to the gym, right? So currently what we're going to do today is that I'm going to take you guys through my favorite workout. Because of my personal goal in bodybuilding, which is not necessarily to be buff, right, all around. Like, it's not like I'm trying to be like the next Ghana's most strongest, right? I'm just trying to be really fit and then look strong and healthy, right? So I usually would like to do a full workout routine, a full body workout routine, which is like working my arms, my legs, my shoulders, my chest, everything out in the full day, right? Most people would usually like to focus on one aspect of their body, maybe their arms for today, the next day their abs, the next day their legs, the next day their chest, the next day their shoulders, their back, whatever it is. But I don't really fancy that kind of workout routine because of my nature of my work and then my personal goal as a human being, right? I personally just want to grow healthy, strong and fit, so I usually like to follow that overall total workout body routine. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys through my simple workout routine, right? It can be something that you can learn from along the line, right? If you also have a gym membership already and then you feel like you go there, you don't necessarily know what to do and then have that full body workout, this is more like a tutorial for you to also watch and then learn all the necessary parts that I work out on a daily basis to keep my mind really focused and sharp, to be able to analyze the market and kill those moves that you see me killing. Yeah, so without wasting my time at all, I'm going to head straight into the gym, work my body out, come out, and then show you guys the chart and then see what I missed and then opportunities that I could have taken advantage of and what you can also learn from it. So yeah, let's go work our body out and come back.
Mason.
Chaja Buddha, niko ever ready, wakikamizi ends niko always on, niko ever deadly, strip mefanya nikakuwa this cold, so please don't blame me, nafanya mambo naona kwa news, kwa people's daily, ngeus their dancers zungushe ass, haifanya yanze kujump, nimpatia stogi akakuwa na last, kakuwa na heartbeat alianataka nanze kumpump, nimfanya design ya dogi, nimpatie miti hadi akam, ameze honga na njoti, yo penanga ndizi, tempo na keep it easy, bend your back and act your butt, position yo kula ndizi, pongi ni messy na kuanga greasy, kila time I check his stick inapatia wanga check kwa bichi, soon after na end up missing, different day a different taste, hawezi handle the pace, wali copy paste ndo get the fame, chungozi end kwa frame, na deck to this na uji a face, talk ching na tukose case, unaishi kwa jango na we ni pet, survival ni for the best, pray with me or play with me, choose your side to be, naturally the place najua I'm ill, nafanya hii drill na skill, na take your ngos na mfanya a cream, na bado janza kudip, na even though beef ikakuwa too stiff, na ankles kafanywa loose, bro, wagwan was good, gang imejaa magoons na tachengo nikiwa kwa hood, mamblena wakwe confused na banyo place nikiwa on the loose, na try to spill some juice, niko on the case kama hot pursuit, ni watching nikitoa mafume, niko chaja Buddha, niko ever ready, wakikamizi ends niko always on, niko ever deadly, strip mefanya nikakuwa this cold, so please don't blame me, nafanya mambo naona kwa news, kwa people's daily, Ngeustia dancer zungushe ass. Aifanye yanze kujump nimpatia stoge kakuwa na last. Kakuwa na heartbeat alianataka nanze kumpump. Nimfanye design ya dogi nimpatie miti hadi akam. Amweze huanga na njoti.
Sweet one anadhani ye ni groupie. Alisema hizi reply DM na picha zote yako almost Tucci. So naingia kwa hidinga na steam. Lean and swing, matite za juzi 6 AM ako busy ana ring. Later please, fucking upuzi. GT member ini green for life. Nina GT stripes hatujui kunego. Mina yetu ni Bonnie and Clyde. Tutambui hizo size new photo upepo. Wanasema niko tapped in the head. Well I'm tapped in the head. Giuza mwere ka Lego. Let go smoke your boy no petrol. Last one alianza kudrill when I said so mshike tugizani. Deep your skeng.
Niko chakda Buddha. Niko ever ready. Wakikamizi ends niko always on. Niko ever deadly. Strip mefanya nikakuwa this cold. So please don't blame me. Nafanya mambo naona kwa news. Kwa people's daily. Ngeustia dancer zungushe ass. Aifanye yanze kujump nimpatia stoge kakuwa na last. Kakuwa na heartbeat alianataka nanze kumpump. Nimfanye design ya dogi nimpatie miti hadi akam. Amweze huanga na njoti.
Mason.
About 2 point something.
Oh, JC on the beat.
Stop. Never in a hurry to port a crowd. Then to say I go for but Abba father keep elevating. We dey count the dollar from Kotokraba to Addis Ababa. Commercial songs, mon fanton chai, mu kle mu yo yo, mu baso da pain. When you so call say anye, one of them say a pain. Fiona me sing. Anka be beka be so me real fear. Radia said I be brave, Philip Abefi. Ebi amenyum yaw den so me win he. Yen kan chiro, ye ka unjindi. El Chapo live and direct. Or him open up wide and bisect an angle of 180 degrees. Make I chest enter command for your neck. From it to so, me rapid do. When you call bury me no so me cut so. Na Jimmy O, and me can say how wedding me. Could be make us fast. Na for me. Obi say me rap in here 2x4, but I still nail it. True or false? When you pour, where you and pour pass with flying colors me pay for. Into me inquire sorry. Me quiet bet me no so me so nyamia. E come na bed me. I pay for 2,000. Na bury me into me pen pie boy. Sanka me Jimmy. We are outside free shows. More beyond talking me free throw. Bema pack yourself San Zero. Icebox on my neck up zero. Freezing cold, yeah. Bema my Jimmy do, yeah. Jimmy Sikana me go, yeah. Jimmy Sikana me go. Get time we go, yeah. A wife in the other me, oh, yeah. I do about check my pose, yeah. Real shit I dey compose. You want to bamba? You want to chill with the big boys? Snake Queen, be say what better me number. We been to the city so you Rolls Royce. We say many time with you, many time. What they say na me and for you are when you shine. That's a me share what town they are better bang. Your face go get accident one time, but me demon. We list the top 10 rappers. I made the last time, Danny Fono. When I'm up at Grammy, I dey make that bread, be Foster, maybe phone no. I'm feeling medical, or your tone no. I dey tell you something you don't know. Shouts to one done, 1 million Ghana city, one more show no. Bonnie Demon, Stubborn Academy, album coming, still on the road, won't stop running. Beast on the mic, can't take that from you. You took loads of shit, but you ain't got money. Them boy wanna take man for idiot. Most of them two-faced like a Debia. So I can can't check my criteria. Sanitize all of them bacteria. Wow, with the drill I hate to be. I would make a 20% to betray me. That's a one main yard dream. But you moko shira wa fego bent to me betray me. El tell mano, who see can hear me. Now so people say me my boys are moving me. Me am me rough and don't me who me watch. Now you me say be me. Joe and Yamianka GH rappers been dead 7 years ago. I be the only 10 minus 9 way they rap. People for me rapping yo. So me jamming like you do. Ghana for be bro. Why never can send for mama jammy? I'm a booking it for sure. What about them? Okasapi and I'm in here. Oh, mommy, do I'm in here. My sometimes I be ala. My master me pressure poor cratchy. Branding at in your traffic. Me home some P me a graphic. Boys P a John, they be Baptist flow. No my any surgery, air plastic. Year for 10. Obviously, Obi Afi London. Obviously, to make me tank top. Obviously, na me jine more bloom. Obviously, Uchi be a ticket. Obviously, Ube booking so windy. Obviously, on any boy they buy it. Obviously, fam, what were you thinking? Obviously, you're dumb. Obviously, I'm on. Obviously, they on the shit I'm on. Obviously, I'm on. Obviously, my shit they don't understand. They can't comprehend. They can't understand. They don't understand. I just don't.
More there. Campo Cindy's and Taliban. Local ready to ban them off so ban. Ready to put these things in flame. It's your theory, he new prac. Under pressure, we don't crack. GTA, we whip them back. Painting at your back, na deal bongi, adina spark. Baby, catch you later, unaitwa nani, I can't remember. Moving on to the next agenda, na dai kutoa hidi mon temper. Hitting my up na temper, na chakwa sinas, things are ketchup. Na bado jage momentum, aim for the head, aim for the chest. Fucking blade, kiss my blade. Shimo kadaza kutoa ujinga, blade sinki fika kwa spleen. Even though mblena li go to sleep. RIP, you fucking pussies, easy side out pend you pussy. Boo, boo. Shots kakumi, mblena li back, kika kichungi. Aro kwa hat na missy cupid, hissy game. Hissy movie, me do me mind my business. Hoodie na mask, match pin ki stainless. Come kunichocha, spend this statement. Kama ni hone up, tap na latex. Staki kuget am latex, for now mute nikiwa on road. Ikijam mute and true green, kama ni beef na serve kiwa cold. Kwa sina wacha ki bleed, pagan bitch na hit. Adi na bida medash, tukimit kwa choms na jua ni noma. In short, salamu alaikum, ex na liya jawai tupona. Akikama na ruki ya bona, lichi na genga kakwa tu stona. Jino na geuza mona, tukikampo sin kachafua proper. Na hit them back like boba, kama ni up na mchafu na kopa. Headshot asifika kwa doctor, likampo sin design Taliban. Local ready to ban them up so ban. Ready to put these things in flame. It's your theory, he ni prac. Under pressure, we don't crack. GTA, we whip them back. Painting at your back, na deal bongi, adina spark. Baby, catch you later, unaitwa nani, I can't remember. Moving on to the next agenda, na dai kutoa hidi mon temper. Hitting my up na temper, na chakwa sinas, things are ketchup. Na bado jage momentum.
Mason.
Niko chacha buda, niko ever ready. Wakikamizi ends, niko always on. Niko ever deadly. Strip mefanya nikakuwa this cold, so please don't blame me. Nafanya mambleno na kwa news, kwa people's daily. Ngeus their dancers zungushe ass. Haifanya yanze kujump, nimpatia stoge kakuwa na last. Ungi kakuwa na heartbeat alianataka nanze kumpump. Nimfanye design ya dogi, nimpatie miti hadi akam. Ameze honga na njoti yo pena ngandizi. Tempo na keep it easy, bend your back and act your butt. Position yo kula ndizi, pongi ni messy na kuanga greasy. Kila time I check his stick, inapatia wanga check kwa bichi. Soon after na end up missing, different day a different taste. Hawezi handle the pace, wali copy paste ndo get the fame. Chungozi end kwa frame, na deck to this na uji a face. Talk ching na tukose case, unaishi kwa jango na we ni pet. Survival ni for the best, pray with me or play with me. Choose your side to be, naturally the place najua I'm ill. Nafanya hii drill na skill, na take your ngos na mfanya a cream. Na bado janza kudip, na even though beef ikakuwa too stiff. Na ankles kafanywa loose, bro, wagwan was good. Gang imejaa magoons na tachengo nikiwa kwa hood. Mamblena wakwe confused na banyo place nikiwa on the loose. Na try to spill some juice niko on the case kama hot pursuit.
To tell you the truth, this week was one of the weeks that I didn't even have any trade at all. I didn't place any trade at all. Not necessarily because I couldn't find opportunities to make money in the market. It's literally because my mind was not really ready, right? My mind was not really programmed to trade, right? It happens, right? Most people wouldn't understand this unless you're like really significant in the market and you've been trading the market for a really long time, and you understand what I mean. There are certain weeks, there are certain days that you naturally, instinctively do not feel like sitting by the chart, and it's literally okay. You don't want to force yourself when your instinct don't feel like sitting by the chart to trade, because it's psychological thing that's going on here, and then at the end of the day, it's money that is involved. So once your right senses, your mood, your feelings is not geared towards finding trades and making money and then speculating on the market, you really want to find yourself doing something else, not necessarily wanting to eagerly sit by the chart, right, and then make money. One other reason why I couldn't also trade this week is because I'm also organizing the seminar, right, the KOJOFOREX Expo, which I tell you that is coming really soon, right. I don't want to really give so much details until I know that I've certified, but one of the pertinent things, right, all the basic things that I really want certified. Once I certify those basic things, I can go all out and tell you all the information. Nonetheless, wherever you are, you're going to hear about it because I'm going to do massive promotions towards this. So basically, because of that whole organizational process, going up and down, having meetings, meeting people, scheduling things and stuff like that, I literally felt like it's not going to be sound for me to like have positions running when I know that I have some meeting to catch up with, when I know that I have to meet this person, when I know that I have to go here, go do these inquiries and stuff like that. I'm literally not going to be so focused, and then like it's going to affect my trade because I have a trade run, and sometimes the market will not necessarily gear in the position I want it to go. And then if you're seated by the chart as a trader, you can trade yourself out of that position. Imagine that now I have a position and then I have to go somewhere just the moment I took that trade. What time am I going to use to monitor those trade setup? I'm obviously not really going to have that focus, and then a trade that I could have minimized my loss or perhaps even cut it out at a break even would literally perhaps become a full loss, which is not advised at all. So one thing or one cue that you can learn from this is that if you're trading or if you want to be a full-time trader, prioritize your psychology and prioritize your skills and your whole schedule. Let it fit in your job as a trader, right? So currently, let's look at some of the opportunities that had happened this week. In fact, this week was one of the weeks that I saw massive volatility, and it happened like around the midweek, right? Monday, Tuesday, there wasn't much happening on the market, but Wednesday, Thursday, and then even today, Friday, I've seen a lot of moves that we could have taken advantage of. But let's skim through it briefly and see what we could have done, right? So I kind of gave you guys perspective of what I was thinking for GBP USD, and I told you guys that I was expecting a little bit of a push up before a down push, right? Nonetheless, we didn't really get massive push on the upside as I would have expected, but we still had that down push, right? In my previous video, I did that, so you can watch that previous video and learn why I said it could go up a little bit, right? Now we broke that trend line, and then now we just pulled back a bit and then came all the way back down like that, right? So at the end of the day, you realize that you could have still taken advantage of this if you're like a breakout trader, right? A trend line breakout trader. This move could serve as an intraday trade for you, and then you'd have been easily able to catch at least 70 pips, right, off the market like that. One of my favorite trade setup for this week was in EUR AUD, right? Now, what happened with EUR AUD is that if you really watch this, I think it forms part of the most recent technical analysis and strategy video that I shot for you guys, which has to do with like demand and supply or support and resistance, right? Now, if you watch this, you can clearly see that last week we had created this high here, right? Just towards the end of last week and last 2 weeks, right? We had created this high here. The market retraced, and then this week, early on this week, we had the market rallying to tap onto the high. In fact, it actually closed last week on this high, right? And then retraced a little bit as it usually will do, because it knows that the moment they start pushing on the downside, a lot of retail traders will be jumping towards it and thinking that, yeah, it's going to drop all the way from here. But what do we see happening? The market quickly pushed back up to literally wash out the weaklings, right? People that do not have confidence in their trade setup, people that think that the market is supposed to always be smooth, right? It takes them out, right? You can see here, right? Some people call it liquidity grab, right? Because look at it, equal highs created here, and then this wick literally comes to pick out everybody that has their stops above the range. And then what do we see happening next? The market literally pushing all the way down. But this is one of my favorite trade setups, right? Because I understand market psychology and I understand the formations that the market will usually do before a major turning point is going to occur. So here, I would never really fall for the first drip, but I would literally watch out for the second one, the second rejection up there, which is usually the most confirming one, and then take this trade setup and then have this trade run all the way down. Now, this trade could have literally given us an opportunity of making as much as 243 pips. Now, another setup that kind of surprised me was gold, right? Now, I posted on my Instagram story that I'm kind of expecting gold to go to 2100, and I have a very huge macroeconomic perspective of why I'm expecting gold to go to 2100. Nonetheless, I actually said gold was going to go to 2100 when it was trading around 1788, just around these regions that you're seeing here, right? So here I was expecting, I posted on my Instagram story that, look guys, in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, let's expect gold to go to 2100, right? I have a very huge macro perspective, which I may do a total breakdown solely for why I'm saying gold may go to 2100, right? But what did we observe in that week that I said that it was going to go to 2100? We had this massive massive push on the upside here, right? When the week opened, we had gold trading all the way here, and then it came into this resistance area, which we can call a supply zone, right? So here I sent trade signals in my community, and then in my VIPs, everybody started, you know, shorting gold and making money off the retracement, even though it was quite a choppy one, not the smoothest one that I would have expected to make like that money. Nonetheless, what did we see happening here? If you really take a close look, you can kind of see that we have some kind of pattern occurring here, right? Which is more like a wedge pattern, which is something that I've taught you guys in the previous videos, right? If you kind of watch the video that says that the trading strategy that took me from broke to millionaire, you're gonna see that I talked about this chart pattern here, which is like a fallen wedge structure, right? Now, most people that did not really see this fallen wedge structure, right, tend to have been shorting gold, right? Most people tend to have been shorting gold. A lot of them were really placing a lot of short positions in the market, right? And this is off the record though, right? But I'm just telling you, I have some kind of personal conversation with people that work with some brokerage firms, and they were telling me that, look, a lot of people were really short buyers on gold, and a lot of people were selling gold around this area, right? Let me just show you the specific region within this region, and a lot of people took the L, right? A lot of people took the L with gold. Most lost money out of gold just by this position, right? Because they couldn't observe that gold was really creating that falling wedge. And I told you guys one major important thing in that video, that look, forget your support, forget your resistance, forget your candlestick pattern, forget your institutional level trading, or your smart money concept, or whatever it is, your moving average. Once there is a chart pattern, the market would override all your concept and fulfill that chart pattern. Take it from an experienced and a professional and a well-to-do millionaire trader, that once there's a chart pattern in the market, whether it's head and shoulder, whether it's rising wedge, falling wedge, whether it's triangle pattern, they would nonetheless play out before any other formation happens. So yeah, that's why we can see gold literally breaking out on the upside, which is also an opportunity that I missed, right? Which saddens me so much, because if I was literally sitting by the chart, this is not an opportunity that I'll let it slide on my neck for one bit. But yeah, we had gold really rally, and then this made about 300 plus pips, right? 300 plus pips. So this is something that you can also learn from. So aside these major moves, most of the other ones were just continuation trades, right, which started from last week, right? Most of them were just trades that have started their downturn or their downtrend from last week and then literally just continued in this week, right? So most of them I was just kind of based, relaxed, waiting for their very time where they'll be making a reversal for me to be able to also get an opportunity to jump back in, perhaps for a reversal trade. You guys know that I trade tops and bottom reversals of a trend or a swing point in the market. So patience is my utmost tool here, right? Yeah guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this content, you enjoyed the trading lessons, you enjoyed my workout routine, and then the whole psychology that revolves around becoming a full-time trader, and then you pick some Q in it, so that next time, so that in the future when you become successful, right, or along your journey when you become successful, you know exactly the path to trail on, right? Yeah, I wish you guys all the best in the coming weeks, and I hope that when I bring out the information that has to do with the seminar that I'm organizing, I want every one of you to be there, whether you're from Nigeria, South Africa. Once you have the means to be able to travel all the way down to Ghana, come, because it's going to be one of the biggest, best seminar that you have ever participated in. Also, make sure to follow me on all social media at KOJOFOREX, and then clicking the link in the description, very important, to join the KOJOFOREX Telegram community. Also, let's give some credit to the sponsor of this video, which is the like button. So don't forget to smash the like button. That is the only sponsor of this video. And without wasting much time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace out.